Imagine if in just 3 days you could unlock a level of inner strength that most people search their entire lives for, a state of calm, unshakable peace, no matter what life throws your way. What if I told you that this transformation doesn't require some mystical secret or a life overhaul, but simply the mastery of 5 powerful habits? These aren't just any habits. They're the exact tools the Stoics used centuries ago to face chaos, loss, and even death with dignity and control, the kind of resilience that made them legends. And now, you can wield these same habits starting today. But here's the catch. These aren't habits for the faint-hearted. They'll challenge you, break down everything you thought you knew about control, and open your eyes to a world where real power comes not from wealth or status, but from mastery over your own mind. Stick with me, because I'll walk you through each one, guiding you on a path where you stop reacting to the world and start creating it. By the end of these 3 days, you'll have a taste of freedom most people never even glimpse. Before we dive in, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss a new insight into the world of Stoic wisdom. Trust me, this journey doesn't end here. In the next video, we're going even deeper, uncovering a rare Stoic practice that amplifies everything you're about to learn, one that the ancient Stoics believed could make you unbreakable. Ready? Let's begin. Master the art of the present moment. The first habit we'll focus on is a core Stoic principle, the mastery of the present moment. Many people live trapped in regrets of the past or fears for the future, never truly engaging with the only reality that actually exists, the here and now. This habit will anchor you, drawing your focus away from distractions and back to the present, the place where your power truly lies. Marcus Aurelius, one of Stoicism's guiding voices, once wrote, "Confine yourself to the present." What he meant was simple yet profound. By narrowing your attention to this very moment, you gain clarity and strength. On this first day, make it your mission to observe your mind. Notice every time it drifts to what has already passed or what has yet to come. Don't judge it, simply observe. Then gently bring it back to what you're doing right now. This might sound easy, but the challenge lies in sustaining it. The mind has been conditioned to wander, to analyze and replay, and this tendency dilutes your energy. By committing to stay in the present, you regain control of your thoughts. You'll begin to notice how liberating it is not to be burdened by the weight of the past or the anxieties of the future. Next, choose a simple task, perhaps cleaning, writing, or even cooking, and let yourself become fully absorbed in it. Silence your phone, step away from distractions, and focus only on the task. Feel the texture of the objects, notice the sounds, observe the process without a single thought of what came before or what's next. By anchoring yourself to the present, you start building mental resilience. This practice, though simple, is powerful. In the words of Epictetus, the chief task in life is simply this: to identify and separate matters so that I can say clearly to myself which are externals not under my control and which have to do with the choices I actually control. This habit is your first step in distinguishing what's truly in your grasp from what is not. As you practice this throughout the day, you'll likely find it difficult, frustrating even, to keep your focus steady. But this is the very reason we start here. True growth happens outside your comfort zone. Like a muscle, your mind strengthens when challenged. Don't rush, don't expect perfection, just practice. By day's end, you might feel mentally fatigued, but also more grounded. You'll realize how much time and energy are freed up when you focus solely on the present, rather than scattering your thoughts into 100 different directions. Cultivate indifference to external events. The second habit we'll tackle is one that can alter the way you approach challenges forever: cultivating indifference to external events. This doesn't mean becoming apathetic or cold. Rather, it's about releasing the grip that external situations have on your emotions. As Epictetus taught, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. In a world where we're constantly bombarded with news, opinions, and events beyond our control, this practice will be your shield. It will allow you to observe without absorbing, to engage without emotional attachment, and to remain calm no matter the storm around you. Today, make it your goal to face every situation with a sense of inner detachment. If someone cuts you off in traffic, resist the urge to react. If you face criticism, choose not to internalize it. Observe, but don't absorb. This isn't about ignoring reality or suppressing emotions. It's about recognizing that your peace depends only on your response, not the events themselves. Think of each moment as an opportunity to build your internal fortitude. Marcus Aurelius, who was emperor of Rome and faced more external chaos than most of us could imagine, trained himself in this habit. He reminded himself daily that the opinions and actions of others were simply out of his control. His only focus was his own virtue and his own peace. To truly adopt this habit, practice it in both big and small ways throughout your day. Start by reminding yourself that you can only control your reactions, not the events themselves. Perhaps someone interrupts you in a meeting or a plan falls through. Pause and remind yourself of this principle. Notice how freeing it is not to be bound by every external disruption. With practice, you'll find a steady sense of peace emerging. You'll discover that by releasing attachment to these events, you allow yourself to respond with reason rather than impulse. By evening, reflect on the situations where you were able to remain unaffected. Did it give you a sense of strength? Did you feel less drained? This habit, cultivated over time, will allow you to face life's unpredictable nature with calm and clarity. As Seneca said, "He suffers more than necessary who suffers before it is necessary." By refusing to let external events dictate your peace, you create a sanctuary within yourself, a place no one else can disturb. Embrace voluntary discomfort. Today's habit is one that will push you to the edge of your comfort zone, but it's perhaps one of the most transformative in the Stoic tradition, embracing voluntary discomfort. The Stoics believed that by facing discomfort head-on, you could build an unshakable resilience. Seneca, one of the most respected Stoic philosophers, regularly practiced sleeping on the floor or eating simple meals to remind himself that he could withstand hardship. Set aside a certain number of days, during which you shall be content with the scantiest and cheapest fare, with coarse and rough dress, saying to yourself the while, "Is this the condition that I feared?" By willingly choosing discomfort, you learn that hardship is often more manageable than our fears would have us believe. On this third day, find one way to step into discomfort voluntarily. It could be a cold shower, skipping a luxury you usually enjoy, or challenging yourself to work through a difficult task without procrastination. Whatever you choose, approach it with the mindset of a Stoic. See this as a test of your inner strength. By practicing discomfort, you not only learn that you can survive without constant ease, but also build an appreciation for what you have. This is about grounding yourself in reality, rather than seeking comfort at every turn. As the day goes on, continue finding small ways to embrace discomfort. If you feel the urge to complain, resist it. If you feel impatient, let the feeling pass without reacting. This voluntary discomfort teaches you resilience. It builds a mental toughness that will serve you in all areas of life. When hardships inevitably come, as they do for everyone, you'll be more prepared. By training your mind to endure what's uncomfortable, you're teaching it to stay strong in any situation. And when you recognize that even discomfort has limits, you begin to understand your own resilience. By the end of the day, you may feel physically or mentally tired, but there will also be a new sense of strength. Each time you choose discomfort, you reinforce the understanding that peace and resilience come not from avoiding hardship, but from facing it. This habit is not only about building strength, but about learning gratitude. By stepping away from constant comfort, you open your eyes to the beauty of simplicity. As the Stoics would say, true happiness is found not in abundance, but in the ability to be content with little. These 3 days were just the beginning, a glimpse into the mindset of a true Stoic. If you're ready to keep growing, to keep challenging yourself, remember that Stoicism is a lifelong journey, not a destination. And if you felt the power of these principles, subscribe to the channel. Together, we'll continue to explore the wisdom of the Stoics, building strength, clarity, and peace with every step.